Hey guys, Amanda Artemis of Forrester here, rune reader, diviner, polytheist mystic. You know the drill if you're watching me. Um, I know it's been a while since I've recorded a video. The last one was actually about a year old, and it had been on an old phone. So I know I promised a video about the Panathenea, and I never got around to actually making it. I have been super busy, and I'm probably not going to be able to make the long videos that you're used to, except on school breaks. Those long, well-researched ones are probably only going to happen like on summer break and Christmas break. I'm actually in the parking lot of school right now, about to go in to my next class. Um, it's been crazy. Nursing stuff never stops. If you breathe for a second, you are behind. And I'm not even in nursing school yet. I'm doing prereqs. So it's intense. I just had a couple thoughts I wanted to share real quick, because as much as the quote unquote real life stuff is revving up and getting pretty intense, I just wanted to share a few things that I see going around, going around the pagan circles, at least online. There's a tendency to use almost any type of, whether it's school or work or relationships, there's a tendency to use any type of speeding up or change as an excuse to slack off in your religious duties. We almost tend to think of our religion as separate from real life. And I would implore you not to stop your devotions. I have definitely not been doing my writing or my videos, but I've made a real effort not to stop my daily prayers. I have missed a few days, but if you miss more than one day, it quickly becomes a habit. If you miss one, okay, you're human. But get back on that horse and do it again the next day. Because if you miss two, then before you know it, it's been a week. And that happens fast. And I don't know about you guys, but I need my routine. I need to have the gods in my life. And it's not even just about me needing them, but we're really working to resacralize the world. In my opinion, this is something sacred and pretty important. And this is, it's a choice. I'm always going to choose real spiritual experience at my altar with my gods over making the videos and writing about them. Even if I'm not going to get any likes for it, I'm not going to get any upvotes, I'm not going to get any comments. That's not the point. And I think in this YouTube, TikTok, live journal generation, boy, that shows my age right there, live journal, because live journal isn't even a thing anymore. But in this social media generation, we tend to judge our spirituality by how marketable it is, by how picturesque how Instagrammable is it. And I mean, one of the most spiritual things I've done this year was an overnight camping trip by myself with my phone turned off the whole time. I wish I could have been out there for more than one night. Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. But that was right before school started. And we're uncomfortable with silence. I was uncomfortable with silence. I had my phone with me for emergencies, and there were a couple times I did turn my phone back on, just because like the urge to check Facebook is real. It's real. Like, the urge to check social media, it's a freaking addiction, you know? Like, that dopamine hit is real. It's the most bizarre thing when it's something that you didn't grow up with. I didn't get actual smartphone until I was like 28 or 29. So I'm weird, but I can actually see the changes in my brain since then. And that makes it even weirder. And so these kids that are growing up with cell phones, like practically from the womb, are never going to know what real quiet and real peace is like. And that's kind of sad. Okay, I'm kind of going on a completely different thing here. But, well, actually, no, I'm not. Because that quiet without a cell phone is where you hear the gods. That's where you hear that still small voice. That's where you hear any god, not just pagan gods. That's where you would hear Jesus if you're Christian. That's where you hear any deity. That's where you hear your own higher self, your spirit. And we've got to learn to sit in silence. If you're Buddhist, that's where you would meditate. We've got to learn to just sit in freaking silence. Admittedly, I play a little bit of music, usually Wardruna, during my prayers in the morning. But I think sometimes I need to actually just turn my phone off and just pray in silence. Okay, those were my thoughts. We start a little more ranty than I thought they would. I do have a little bit more written out thoughts about it for those who actually read my blog, including this was line of thinking was started from Sarah Kate Istra Winter's book, Dwelling on the Threshold, which was about being a polytheist and a spirit worker. There was a really good essay in there about just the thing about how polytheists have a tendency to basically stop their devotions as soon as life picks up. And I've made a real effort this semester not to do that. Like, I still pray every morning. There's been some other things that have fallen by the wayside, and I think I've had like 1 week where I didn't. And I immediately went back and apologized and started over. And when you do that, I would actually apologize, because I don't think the gods are archetypes. I think they're gods. I think they're beings. And this is an actual relationship. I kind of treat it the same as if you were ignoring your girlfriend for a week. You know, apologize. You did something wrong. Not you're going to get thrown into hell wrong, because this is a different level. This is a different religion. But if you want to have a deep, meaningful relationship, then you need to treat them like you would a person that you want to have a deep, meaningful relationship with. I mean, that's not really that shocking, is it? Is that really that profound of a statement? Anyway, that's all the time I have. I have to go, because I am a busy person, but this is Amanda Artemisa Forrester, signing off. I probably won't post this till tonight. Bye.